laddies and lassies. How are we all? Hope you're all surviving the current climate. Keep everyone safe, keep all the elderly and vulnerable out of harm's way. Crazy. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that. What I'm going to start this video off with is the VC meetup that we had last Sunday. Fortunate enough to spend the day with Metal Mickey and Mark G with a C. Had a gig, so how it all started, I can't actually remember whose idea it was, but we all got tickets. It was myself, Andy, Cloudy Milder, Metal Mickey and Mark G with a C. We all got tickets to see Testament, Exodus and Death Angel on the Bay Strikes Back tour. So it's been planned for a wee while. Sadly though, Andy's family holiday kind of crossed over the gig, so he unfortunately didn't make it, but hopefully next time, Andy. But we've met Andy before, so we'll meet him again. So yeah, the guys were good enough to come up to Glasgow, which is quite close for me. About 4 hours for Mark and about an hour and a half, 2 hours for Mike. I am about 40-45 minutes on a train, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, so met Mark and Mike in Glasgow. I think it was about 3 o'clock or something like that. Went for a few pints. Obviously got to meet Mark. I hadn't met Mark before. I've met Mike a couple of times. And what I have to say is these guys, what you see in their videos is what you get in real life. They're just really, really nice guys. We sat, we had a laugh, we had a few pints. It was just a really, really good time. So yeah, we started off, had a few pints, and then we moved pubs down nearer the venue. I probably could have picked a rougher pub, but I think that was okay. It had a certain stench about it, but the beer was very cheap. Mike was ecstatic as it was his round, but yeah, it was just talking music, talking other stuff. It was a really good time. So I think we got into the venue a little late. I thought it started at 7, and we got there about 10 to 7, but Death Angel had already started. So it was at the Barrowlands, which is a well-known Glasgow venue. It's an older venue, but quite well known. It's actually, the full name's the Barrowlands Ballroom. Actually still has a disco ball on the ceiling, but it's a well-known venue for its sound. It sounds awesome. I think it's because it's got quite a low ceiling. So the acoustics in that place are really, really good. So yeah, we kind of walked in, Death Angel were playing. I think we only missed the first couple of songs because they were playing for quite a while after we got in. Obviously got a few more beers. But yeah, Death Angel sounded absolutely awesome. I'd never seen any of these bands before live, and they all really, really impressed me. Although the bass player for Death Angel was pretty strange. For everything that was going on, that was quite manic on stage, the bass player was very, very mellow. He was just giving it a bit of... He wasn't running around, he wasn't doing much, he was just like, I'm in my spot and I'm enjoying it. And it looked like he was playing really slowly. I even questioned whether he was actually playing the bass. But overall, Death Angel were absolutely awesome. Played a few of my favourite tracks, which is always a bonus. And then came Exodus. So out of the 3 bands, I would say Exodus I know the least material. I know all the kind of hits, but I've not really delved into more of their other albums, which I certainly will be now. I think I've said this before though, when you go and see a band, I mean you can obviously like a band by a CD or playing their vinyl, but when you see a band live, you really get that full appreciation of that band, and I really got that with Exodus because I didn't know them as well as the other two. I came out of it thinking, right, I'm a huge Exodus fan now because they were absolutely awesome. What I have to say about all the vocalists were all on point. They really, really were giving it their all. Every note was hit. There was no that kind of oh yeah, he's sounding like he's getting old and his voice isn't really up to scratch anymore. All three of them sounded phenomenal, in fairness. So during Exodus, all of a sudden Mike suddenly jumps into the mosh pit where we were at a good distance where the mosh pit was in front of us, but we weren't too far away from the stage, so we had a really good view of the stage. It's one of those venues where you couldn't really have a bad view. So all of a sudden Mike takes off into the mosh pit, and I'm standing there thinking, okay. And I think it took me maybe a minute to then throw my jacket to Mark and then jump in, and I don't think Mark was long after me and jumping in the mosh pit either, so it was only for one song. I think that's all I could last. I was full of beer and vodka, and I came out sweating, and I just felt like that. Yeah, that was enough. That was enough for me for now. But yeah, Exodus were superb. And then that was followed on by the headliner, which was Testament. Probably the band I was looking forward to the most, and they didn't disappoint. Played again a lot of my favourite tracks. Sounded absolutely superb, and it was just a great way to finish a really, really good gig. So yeah, it was just a really good day and night. So I'll definitely be looking forward to arranging something with Mike and Mark and hopefully Andy again, and hopefully we can get other people involved as well. I mean, I was thinking that the day after, I was thinking it'd be nice. It's not just that, like, it's not just people that make videos that are part of the VC. People who comment, even just watch. You're all part of the VC, and it'd be great to meet up with all of you. I mean, I would meet up with whoever I could. It's not just, these gigs aren't exclusively just because we make videos. If we ever arrange something again, I'd like to get more people involved, even if it is people who make videos from down south, or we maybe meet in a more neutral spot. It would be really good just to get a good group of us to just go out and even meet people who just watch your videos or comment. You're still part of the VC. Just because you don't make videos doesn't mean you're not welcome to any of these meetups or whatever. So and you'll always have a good laugh. There's nothing serious, it's just a few pints and a laugh. So yeah, it was really, really good. And I'll say again, it was a shame Andy couldn't come, seeing as he was the one that bought all the tickets and kind of arranged it, but definitely next time. So yeah, cheers lads. I did wake up with a bit of a sore head. I did lose my hat as well. I had a hat on in the gig and I walked out without it, so I've no idea where that went. But yeah, these are just the casualties of the mosh pit. So anyway, that's that. Great day. So I'm going to show actually some music. I wasn't planning on showing anything, but I've still got a few things here to show. So the first thing I'll show is a CD, and it's the new one from Burning Witches, Dance with the Devil. I'm going to be honest, I've not heard all of this yet, but what I've heard is pretty good. I've not been disappointed with Burning Witches so far, so I think it is a new vocalist, a wee bit of a lineup change, but she still sounds phenomenal. So that is the new one from Burning Witches. I think that was released last Friday, so that is that. And a couple that I've had on the turntable today as well. First one is March of the Saint. I picked this up I think it was January, but just never got around to showing it. I've been doing a bit of drawing today, so I thought I'd chuck these on the turntable. Armoured Saint, awesome. I've never been disappointed with an Armoured Saint album, and this is just, again, superb. Definitely one of those bands that are underappreciated. Obviously you'll find a lot of people in the kind of metal community have heard of Armoured Saint, but you need to just go back and listen to maybe their first 4 albums. I'm not too familiar with the stuff after Symbol of Salvation, but I do have, is it 3 or 4 before that? I can't remember. But yeah, I've been looking for this for a while, finally picked it up. It came onto the website that I usually use. Really good price as well, so I just grabbed it. So that is March of the Saint. Some great songs on this. Glory Hunter, False Alarm, Seducer, Can You Deliver, even March of the Saint. Really good stuff. So if you've not heard that, give it a shot because it's awesome. And the second one and last vinyl I'm going to show is from White Cross. Also picked this up from my online store that I use. What's this again? Hammer and Nail. Hammer and Nail. Christian metal, and this is more in your face Christian metal. I mean, when the walls tumble down, obviously the Hammer and the Nail. Walk With Me is a very godlike song. Something about his blood, and it's quite in your face Christian metal. Because of Jesus, I mean, it is quite godly. I don't mind Christian metal, but this might be a little too much for me, to be honest. I don't mind it when it's not too in your face, but this is like pure God in your face. That is White Cross there. I mean, that just says, I mean, they weren't really getting the groupies back then, were they? So, but anyway, I mean, the music is really good. I have to say, Because of Jesus, I was obviously looking at the track listing while I was listening to it, and I was like, oh, here we go, Because of Jesus, how's this going to go? And it's actually got one of the best riffs. It's got a really, really strong riff in it. That was definitely one of the highlights of the album. The other highlight was Walk With Me, but just because it was so in your face, God. And obviously, I don't believe in God and all that, but I don't mind listening to the music. I wouldn't let that put me off. But this is just, well, it is a bit too much for me, to be honest. But I'm going to give it another couple of goes because there is some cracking musicianship in it. It's almost like listening to like a gospel rap. That's what it sounds like to me. The vocalist sounds really like Stephen Pearcy. So, and even the music, it's really like rap. So that's the only way I could put it is rap plus God equals White Cross. I mean, obviously they're not quite rat, are they? But yeah, it's still solid. I'll give it another couple of spins. I don't know if it's one I'll keep, to be honest. It was just a bit too much like God in my face, but we'll see, because of the sound that you kind of get by, because it is very, very rat-like. But yeah, we'll see anyway. But that's White Cross, Hammer and Nail from 1988 on Pure Metal Records. So that is that. So will I show some more? No, I'll leave that for another video. So yeah, that's my video. Let me know what you think, and again, boys, thank you for a very good day, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Cheers.